Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back at it again. The Night-Shift
How's
Bandits
it going?
here. You know,
We got Thomas here.
and your boy Zach, back at it here, back with another Marvel event, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
It just came out on the 19th.
Yep, on the 19th. That was a Friday, guys, in case you didn't know.
Yeah. So we're here to talk about surprise, spoilers. For it.
Yeah. So, real quick, just to say this for non-spoilery stuff. It was good. Go watch it. It's definitely an episode that's like setting up some groundwork.
Yeah.
So definitely go check it out. It's good.
Yeah, it's definitely just the beginning of everything. You can see we're like, oh, these are the things that they're thinking about and what they're being pulled from. Okay, cool. I get this.
Yep. So definitely check it out.
Go check it out.
Go check it out. That's all we can say about that. Go check it out. Spoiler time.
Yeah. Oh man, the spoilers. Okay, so I think the first thing I should say is it was split into two different stories, which kind of makes sense at the very beginning of this, since it is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You have to see where they're both gonna, start off, and then when they're gonna meet together.
Yep.
To actually be the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes, exactly. And let's be real, like with Wanda and Vision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, while they have more screen time, I think put together than Wanda and Vision, they still suffer from being side characters, meaning that we don't really have that much character development from them. So,
which is very important.
Very important. So one of my favorite things about these shows is that we get little moments that they have of being human. So, and I guess we'll hop into just saying this.
The Falcon being human?
Yeah, Falcon being human. Like, he comes back, he talks to his family. Their family just regular old people. They got a boat, They have a business, they're just regular ass people. It's nice seeing Falcon just being human. Just him interacting with his sister.
I do want to point out that he is supposed to be the new Captain America, and he is an actual Uncle Sam.
Yeah. He's supposed to be the new Captain America. Oh, yeah, I guess we do have to talk about that, too.
Yeah.
Well, to finish off with the humanness of him real quick. It was nice to see him interact. And let's be honest, it was nice seeing him interact like how black people would interact with each other.
Exactly. Especially seeing him and Rhodey talk to each other, how they talk to each other, or like how we normally do, and then just in the neighborhood too.
Yeah.
So it shows you the different levels of how, we can speak to each other.
Yeah. And
it's not just, we do this all the time. No. It is definitely levels to this.
Yeah. And then you kind of see all three of his modes. Like you see him being professional, just making a speech about Captain America. And you see how he talks to Rhodey, where it's still professional. They're still, colleagues. But, you're going to throw a brother in there once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, my guy. And, do something like that every now and then. It's customary.
Yeah, and then you see him with his family. It's like, hey, what's up, bro? Handshake, do the whole one hug thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see,
like, hey, yo, you still owe my sister $100. Like, that part was what got me.
And then you saw him I forgot who it was, but they had the response of like, oh, $100, just like how real people do.
Yep. I was like, that's a real response right there. Like, man, you gonna be mad at me about this $100? It wasn't even $100. It was $50. You still owe her money, dude.
Like, nigga, I remember it being $100.
Exactly. Like, come on, stop with that.
Like, bro,
I just saved the word.
That's another thing too. I literally brought back half the population. Well, I was gone, and I saved the world.
Yeah. Like, come on, who can say that? Not you, who owes my sister $100.
Exactly. But they'll be like, bro, man, I'm sure you got $100 lying around your apartment, blah, blah, blah. Tony Stark, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, who is dead. Like, how's he gonna pay me if he's dead? Oh, he's
Ex-
probably got something. No, no, not at all. Nobody's had superpowers before. This is new.
but so it was nice, definitely nice seeing that. And then of course the tragic part of him actually not being able to get a loan. And
Yeah,
again, this is why if they keep doing this with these shows, I'm really gonna love them more than the movies because it's the small things that I like to see. Oh, let's go get a loan so we can go ahead and take care of the restaurant. Wait, what? What do you mean I can't get a loan? You don't have income from the last 5 years? I was dusted to death. Like, come on.
like I didn't exist for 5 years. Not my fault that I didn't exist.
Yeah. Like, not my fault at all. It was literally a natural, well, would you call it a natural disaster?
I was actually he was literally trying to fight against being erased from existence.
Exactly.
So why shouldn't he get a loan?
But nah, sorry, you can't get the loan. Denied.
Yeah. Actively helping and still can't get a loan. That's how they treat us like that.
And on top of that, and I was thinking about this too while I was walking, running errands yesterday. He's a vet.
Yes.
Before
He's a vet. Before anything else, he's a vet.
Yes. He is a fucking vet. You telling me this dude who's not only a vet, helps other vets with PTSD. And he's an Avenger, working alongside Cap, and fighting like just terrorists and a fucking alien who just collected all the magical stones in the world.
Yeah, he collected the MacGuffins, and then they did a thing.
Yeah, they did the MacGuffin thing.
Yeah.
Also, check out our MacGuffin episode coming out this Wednesday on Night-Shift Bandits podcast.
I tried to slide that in there. You see how I did that?
You did that. I like that.
Yay! But yeah, like they went and got all the things, and none of that was his fault. He was actively fighting against that.
Mm-hmm.
He still can't get a loan.
He still can't get a loan. And that's just crazy to me. And to be honest with you, it did have a sense of the real world in it because of the fact that, I mean, I'm not going to get political or anything like that, but we're put in these unfair situations, and a lot of these companies feel like they don't have no sympathy. Like, they'll say they'll have sympathy, and they may have something, but it won't be anything to significantly help you if they decide to do it for you. Or they'll have policies that maybe only not even 5% of people can take advantage of.
Yep.
Yeah, so
It's exactly things like that. And
yeah.
they didn't. I also noticed that he didn't even offer any other methods. He was just like, "This loan is just rejected."
Yep.
Bye.
No, he didn't say bye. He didn't say bye.
Well, yeah.
He was true. Like, "Can I get a picture?" Like, nigga.
Yeah, he asked for a picture, which was, bro, really? With the wings, with his arms spread out like wings. Like, I am not here to be a puppet show for you. That's basically what it was.
And Sam had that look. He was like, "Nigga, really?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on now.
Like that was absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, that dude should have gotten fired.
Yeah, he should have gotten fired.
That was a lot of misconduct on his behalf.
It was a lot. And I guess, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to start like after the fight scene and after the speech, but
no, that's fine. But yeah, like, I mean, there's not much to talk about for the fight scenes. They were fight scenes. Yeah. One was in the air, one was not in the air.
And they were all with Batroc the Leaper.
Yeah. Both of them had Batroc the Leaper, which brings another connection for the "and" part of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, real quick to comment on that. The fight scene with Batroc, it was cool. Like, I like seeing Batroc again. I like my characters to have. I like characters when they do a lot of parkour and they're flexible and they do a lot of flips. So I was enjoying that. And again, Batroc knows how to fight. He even gave Cap some paws, so he knows how to scrap. And Sam was getting his ass kicked until he was in the air.
I mean, yeah. Have you seen a bird try to fight on the ground?
It's not significant, no. I mean, I bet you once he gets that shield, though, he's gonna be a badass.
Once he learns how to use it properly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think like once him and Bucky gets together, they're just gonna make one hell of a team. Because I get the feeling they're gonna cover each other's weaknesses.
I feel that way too, and I feel that Bucky's also gonna be teaching Sam a lot of things.
Yeah. Because if you really think about it, I mean, hell, he still has those skills from being the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He remembers all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that kind of goes into Bucky's whole story.
Oh, before we move forward, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind in the very first scene when Sam was putting on that suit?
Is this going to be the Captain America Falcon hybrid suit? That's what I was thinking.
Oh, really?
I was like, this is too early for this.
Oh, I meant like the suit, like his actual suit.
Oh, his actual suit.
Yeah.
Oh, I honestly, I thought that he was doing some sort of like press event.
Oh, okay.
But I thought it was going to be like, for a school or something. I didn't think it was going to be like, oh, I'm giving a funeral to the Shield.
Oh, okay. So I thought that for a split second, I thought he was going to a funeral, whether it was Tony's funeral or something for Cap.
Right.
And the reason why I asked that question is because a lot of people thought that he was going to Steve's funeral, which I'm like, it wouldn't be Steve's funeral because he's still technically alive.
Yeah, they didn't say Steve died.
Right.
Steve's here.
He's just old as shit.
And we did have Old Man Steve in the comics for quite a while.
Yeah. So I kind of thought that, like, okay, maybe he's going to a funeral, but then he looked at the shield and I'm like, he took the shield. I'm like, oh, okay, then it must be something else. Then lo and behold, it was a press event, which again, he gave the shield to the museum for them to hold on to and to say, hey, this is for Cap, this is his shield. There we go. So,
yep. I didn't think it was going to be that. I thought it was going to be something completely different, but still something important and significant.
Yeah. And of course, he has doubts about the shield and everything. So
yeah, well, he has doubts about. It is just everything, really.
Yeah, understandable, because taking the mantle of Captain America, it's a big step up.
That's a huge step.
Huge step. But
I mean, he has to actually be he's basically All Might.
Yeah, pretty much. Practically.
He's got the weight of the entire country on him because they're all looking at him to be a hero that guides them. It's like, do it yourself.
And again, he's what America's supposed to be. Like when we say like, oh, America's a melting pot, we're equal, we treat everyone nice. You know, he's what America is supposed to be, not this crap that we're dealing with right now.
Exactly. You mean, yeah, let's not go.
Yeah, let's not go in there. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into Bucky because I'm really excited for Bucky.
So with Bucky, it starts off with a fight as well. And his fight was pretty good. It was a lot of sneaking around that I didn't expect from the Winter Soldier to immediately go loud like that. Like, okay, you sneak around and then you bust through a wall to take out somebody.
He did the Nemesis.
No, that's what Batman does in the Arkham games too.
I know, but Nemesis is like the Kool-Aid man. He just busts through all saying, "Hey, what's up?"
Nemesis does just bust through everything. It's like, okay, I'm here now. Want a party? No, too bad. We're gonna party.
And in all honesty, oh damn, that's a tangent. Real quick, in all honesty, you don't ever hear Nemesis, so he probably sneaks around too.
Yeah. So, oh man, that's even more terrifying.
Because really,
that's way more terrifying. Yeah.
Because you hear him walking when he's running after you, but we don't hear him walking before he busts through a wall.
He is a very light-footed 7'8" person or thing.
Probably weighs like fucking 5 tons or some shit.
I would think like if you're in that area, I would say about 500.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Maybe
I can see about 500.
Maybe it feels like 5 tons because whenever he jumps, the ground shakes.
Oh yeah, it hits like a Mack truck too. Okay, that's a tangent though.
But anywho, but yeah,
so, with that fight scene, it was just I liked a lot of the choreography. It did seem like it was a lot more cuts than it should have been, but it was pretty good. I do like the fact that he went ahead and said "Hail Hydra" as he completed his contract.
Yep.
And then I noticed like, oh, there was one extra one there. I wonder how that's going to play into the rest of the story.
Which it does. To comment on the fight. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say to comment on the fight real quick. Excellent fight scenes, and I'm really happy that the Captain America series has good fight scenes. Like these are action movies, so the fight scenes should be phenomenal, which they are. And the Hail Hydra scene, I felt like that was them telling the audience like, okay, this is Bucky back when he was full-blown Winter Soldier. Like, this is back when, if you're confused as to what he is right now, even though you see the metal arm with the star, even though you see him have the mask on, this is him when he's Winter Soldier. Full-blown. And he kills that one guy who didn't need to be killed. Which I feel bad about because he was trying so hard to get the key into the door.
He really was. And honestly, I think if he had just stood there and not said anything and just kept looking at the door, Bucky wouldn't even noticed him.
I would have just said, like, look, bro, if you see this dude over here killing everybody, just walk out the door, bro. Just go outside. Just go out the door.
Yeah, you came in one way, just go back out that way.
Exactly. So,
like, that's all you got to do. But that guy definitely does play in later, and it actually ends up with Bucky going on a date before he realizes how much that plays out for him. Oh wait, there's a lot before that too.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, damn, you just skipped right over a few things.
Like, okay, a lot of that stuff I didn't really care about because the dude who's like hanging or is his comms officer is just like the dude who was asking him about Red Wing.
Oh shit, we're going back to Falcon?
Oh, sorry. I completely forgot that was Falcon.
Yeah, I actually, now that I think about it,
I need to rewatch this series. Yeah, I need to rewatch this series again, the episode again. But
yeah, but he was talking to that old dude.
Yeah, he was talking to the old dude, and then when the old dude came up and they were going to go out for lunch and bumped into the younger guy. That was actually pretty interesting to me too, because it's an event that could actually happen in real life. Just like you said, they're bringing these small little details into the world, and that dude could be somebody later on in the series that we had no idea was popular.
Exactly, and again, like when they had that little altercation in the alley with Bucky and his old pal.
Yeah,
it's like at first I thought that was somebody he knew because he would have been just as old, right? But come to find out, that's just, of course, as we find out later, that's the dad of the guy he killed.
Yep.
So he takes him out for dinner. I don't know how long he's known this information. I don't know how long they've been hanging out. But of course, they go out for lunch on occasion. And the old guy pretty much is his wingman. He pretty much tells the waitress, like, yo, hey, he likes you. Y'all go on a date. Pretty much just talking for him. It's funny.
He was not shy about that either. He was just like, yo, you want to go on a date with him? And she was like, yeah, I mean, this isn't the way it's normally done, but sure, I'll give it a shot.
She was in there too. She was like, look, I've been eyeing him every time he comes here. I begin with extra portions. He better notice me. Mm-hmm. Of course I'm going to go out with his
ass. Absolutely. So then he goes ahead and goes on this date. And during the date, I think that's when he puts 2 and 2 together. Mm-hmm. And for me, I was like, oh, okay. That before the date scene, I was immediately thinking like, oh, that old guy, he's Japanese too. I wonder if that was the that younger guy's father.
Yeah. And then you find
had that in the back of my mind. Yep. And you find out it was. And it is just like, okay, he leaves the middle of the date to go and pay this man back some money that I don't think he even needed to pay him back.
He didn't. He really didn't. Because again, that seems like the relationship that they have. And when you go out with a friend like that, it can go either way. You're like, oh no, I got you, bro. Mm-hmm. Or someone just pays the bill and just moves on with their life, not even thinking about it.
Exactly. And honestly, I thought that when he was talking about, hey, let's go out for dinner, when with the altercation with the younger guy, that Bucky was the one that was going ahead and saying that he was paying for everything.
Yeah. And I thought he said that too. I could have sworn he was like, "Oh, this is on you." I'm like, okay, but again, that's how friends work, right? That's how friends are. It's like you don't really care if you pay, if they pay. I mean, that's just how that goes.
Exactly. So I was just like, wow, that was really hard hitting because he literally just figured everything out right then and there.
Right. Exactly.
Which, just a nice touching scene.
Yeah, nice little touching scene. And I get the feeling that's going to go somewhere later on. Like he's going to reveal what happened, which actually leads into the next scene with the therapist. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Which she is the best therapist ever. She takes no shit.
None at all. Like the way she looked at him and when she grabbed her notepad and then he was like, oh, now the notepad again. Like they've done this before.
Yeah, they've done this before, and she knows him at this point. And what makes it cool is that she's a vet herself. So she knows, and she's been, did she say she was on the battlefield as well?
Yes, she was.
Yeah, so she knows what it looks like. She knows what PTSD looks like. She knows what this depression looks like. Like, she knows what Bucky is going through to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Obviously.
She knows on the professional side, and she knows because she's either experienced some for herself or has seen people go through it herself.
Mm-hmm. And this is where you find out that the U.S. government is going to pardon Bucky for being a Winter Soldier. Which, again, understandable, because, again, he helped Cap out a lot. He was there defending the universe. He went to Wakanda, got pretty much the programming out of his head. So all he's really dealing with right now is the PTSD and the bad memories, like when he was dreaming about that mission he went on.
Right.
So,
and from there, I think a lot of what he's going through is trying to come to terms with I shouldn't be pardoned. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the other part of that whole thing, the session is because we didn't talk about this part. I literally just remembered it when he went to go and apologize to the senator or government official. I'm just going to say.
Oh yeah, I was going to bring that up next.
Okay,
but we can hop into that. Yeah.
Yeah. So when his psychiatrist is asking him, did he do anything illegal? Mm-hmm. He immediately lies, and then we go to seeing him immediately breaking at least 4 or 5 federal laws.
And the thing is, I think she knows. She knows.
Oh yeah. She
knows.
She absolutely knows. Absolutely knows. But then she asked him another question. I can't remember what that question. Did you hurt anyone? Which, again, he lies, and we immediately see him break someone's arm and knock them out cold.
Yeah. And the thing is, as soon as she asked that question, I was like, he's gonna say no, and the answer is going to be yes.
Yes. Yep.
That's how it always goes, and I was not disappointed.
I wasn't. That was a pretty good scene to snap back to. It happened so fast.
It did. And my favorite question,
which is,
which was like, did you do the third rule?
Yeah, the third thing, which, oh my God, that was so. The third rule is the best one
It's the
because
best one.
after all of that, he had to go ahead and say, "Hey, I just wanted to apologize for everything that I've done to hurt you. I am not the Winter Soldier. I am Bucky Barnes."
And he did it with a smile.
Yeah, that I think that was the cherry on top. The fact that he pulled off a smile after breaking 4 or 5 federal laws and actually by that point 7 federal laws.
Exactly. And then once he left, then the cops just came in like, oh yeah, that's right, you were talking about some illegal shit. Because
Yeah,
one thing we failed to mention was that this was somebody that Bucky, again, when he was Winter Soldier, he helped them get into office. And now that Hydra's gone, they were just enjoying the power.
yep.
So,
Which
Mhm.
I can see a lot of people doing that
Yeah.
during the snap and everything.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, think about that. It's like now that like if someone helped you get into a position of power and they got destroyed, but you're left standing, hell yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that power. You got me here, I'm gonna enjoy it. And I have no big
Exactly.
bosses around, bro. I'm gonna have the time of my life. Strippers and
Yep.
blow for everybody.
Everyone gets strippers.
Everyone gets strippers and blow. Oh wait, Bucky, don't do it. No, Bucky, no. Damn it.
Yeah, no, not you. Wait, no, he has a certain order of words to say, doesn't he? Don't say those words in that order.
Oh, he doesn't have that anymore. Apparently, they're gone.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks to
That's
Shuri.
gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good job, Shuri.
Yeah, we talked about that. That's why he's White Wolf now.
Yeah.
Even though
It's a
that's
blank slate.
yeah, sure. Even though we have
That's not how that works.
that's not how that works. And plus, we have another character named White Wolf. We have a couple characters named White Wolf.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so when we actually introduce the real White Wolf, are we gonna just
That's
forget about
gonna
Bucky?
be. Well, I don't think they're gonna forget about Bucky. I think they're gonna be like, I was using that name or something like that.
Right. So
It's gonna be something like.
it'll have to be, but
Yeah.
the reason why Bucky's storyline is about to be my favorite is because of the fact that I'm a big fan of redemption storylines, and
Mhm.
he's dealing with a lot. Like, we never talked about it in the movies, but
Right.
Bucky started off being a good guy. He was brainwashed and programmed, and then now that he's back to being normal, it's like you have all those deaths on your conscience. You have so many people's like lives that you've taken away from them, some of which weren't even some people who were innocent, like the
Yeah.
like the guy's son.
Mhm.
So it's like, imagine coming back from that, just coming
Yeah,
back from that. being
the amount of trauma that he has to be under is immeasurable.
It's immeasurable, and you see that in the scene where, again, when he wakes up, you see him
Mhm.
not sleeping in his bed; he was sleeping in the corner, like on the ground. And you see
Yep.
that a lot. I don't know how true it is among real life vets, but you definitely see it a lot in media. What I'm thinking about right now is there was a scene in the Punisher Netflix series where there was a young man who was a vet, and he had dealt with a lot of PTSD. And what
Oh
he
yeah,
would
and he
do-
was in that bunker.
Yeah, he was in that bunker. He dug up a bunker, and he just went in there. And I think it was also raining as well, but that's how he felt comfortable.
Yep.
Yeah,
And it was just like in his parents' backyard. He had a room in the house and everything.
nice bed and all.
Yep. And he still chose to go outside, dig a bunker out, and hang out there.
Exactly.
It was the only place he felt comfortable. So when I saw Bucky like sleep on the floor like that, I was just like, man, that must be a thing for a lot of soldiers, because it's not even this country that has it. It's a lot of soldiers in other countries that do the same thing.
Yeah, because I mean, hell, let's be real, let's be honest. Not to hop into this, but war's a motherfucker. Like, if you're at the front lines, you're seeing so much death, you're killing so many people yourself, and when you get back, that changes you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
Like you're not even the same person anymore.
Yeah, I was listening to some podcast, and the guy who was a vet, he was like, all that death just rewires your brain.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah, but
Not in different terms, but yeah, the exact same sentiment.
yeah. So to see Bucky like that, and to just he was a World War II vet too. So obviously he probably has a shit ton more PTSD.
He has to deal with the Depression, World War II, then being kidnapped, tortured, brainwashed, sent out on missions to do various heinous acts, then put up against his best friend, who eventually knocked some sense into him.
Literally.
And then he's had to come to terms with, oh my God, I remember everything that I did.
Yep.
And that wasn't even him.
Yep. And it's like, we all know it wasn't you. I'm sure the U.S. government knows. I'm sure Cap definitely knew. Sam knows. So,
definitely.
But the thing is, it was still done by your hand. It was still done by you. And it's sad. It's very sad. And it's going to be interesting seeing them try to flesh this out a little bit and see how he deals with it.
And that's one of the things that I hope that they really do in this show is flesh all of that out.
Yeah, definitely. And, just to bring them together, him and Sam are sure of themselves. Like, I feel like they're both dealing with a lot of stuff. They both have a lot of mental baggage, and it'll be interesting to see them not only complement their weaknesses, but also complement their mental states in their various issues.
True. I think that what this series is going to do is, obviously, it's going to eventually have them become really good friends.
Yeah.
But I also think that aside from that, it's going to have them both find out why Cap liked both.
Yeah, definitely. And, I guess we'll go ahead and explore, like, okay, why did we leave the shield with Sam? Why? Let's go ahead and explore, the issues with Bucky, because they're both Captain America's legacy. They're both, like, if you want to call them this, they're apprentices. His best
they
friends.
Are apprentices.
Yeah. So,
they definitely are.
Let's just go ahead and explore that. And like I said, this is going to be one of my favorite aspects of these TV shows because we can't do it in the movies. We don't have enough time.
Right.
We can't be like the Snyder Cut and just have like a 4-hour epic.
I still have not watched that yet.
I watched.
I don't know.
Okay. We'll talk about it off mic because they flesh a lot of shit out, and so far I'm liking it. I only watched the first hour. It's cool, but we'll talk about it more off mic then.
Yeah.
So, and then one thing we failed to mention as well is that this is part of Sam's story. I think you were going with this as well. Is the fact that he has he was working with his other soldier who's actually Falcon in the comics.
Yeah, he took over the mantle of Falcon when Sam took over as Captain America.
Yeah, and you have that little B plot going on, and we're introduced to, I guess you can call them the main villains of the series, the Flag Crushers.
The Flag Smashers.
Flag Smashers, yeah. So
taking their name from Flag Smasher, one of Cap's rivals.
Okay. So I didn't know that. But you see like a little scene where the guy, he's actually just trying to infiltrate what looks like this terrorist group and trying to track them. But of course, he tries to fight the main guy who has superhuman strength and loses, of course. To a great degree.
Pretty brutally. That was a...
Yeah, he should have died when he hit him in the head.
I thought he was dead. Like, after I saw him step on his head, I was like, that's death, right?
Nope, it was not death. But...
Yeah, apparently the human skull is very, very strong.
Indeed it is. And we didn't focus a lot on them because again, this episode was just build up, just seeing where both our heroes are at in their lives right now, which is good. It establishes things. So we see who they are, we see who we're dealing with. We know Zemo's going to be into this, but how involved Zemo is with these guys, we don't know.
Also, I'm not sure how they're going to be using the other guy who took over Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, yeah, he is trying to lead up to take over the role of Falcon,
Mm-hmm.
but I really don't. I think that would be something that's at the end of the series. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to see like where his character goes and why he's going to look, if he does.
Yeah. I think like what's going to happen at the end of the series, my prediction is that Sam's going to take up the mantle of Captain America.
Yeah. So we're in agreement on that.
Yeah. So of course the guy's going to take on the mantle of Falcon, and of course Winter Soldier is going to be the Winter Soldier, or maybe the Sun Soldier, or maybe the American Soldier. Who knows?
Hey, he could be the U.S. agent. Wait, no, that's another guy.
Oh, that's
Named
another
after
guy.
whiskey. He's named after whiskey. What's his name? Johnny Walker. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Jack Daniels.
Oh, that comes later with more mind wipes. So
Yes.
but yeah,
yes.
I'm gonna just go ahead and jump to the end of that episode.
Go for
and yeah, the guy that they brought out to replace Captain America, which Sam looked really, really upset about.
He was very upset.
He was very nettled right there.
Because the same guy who was like, yo, we're going to keep this for Cap, leave it in the museum. This nigga, this man just literally just gave the shield away.
Yeah. Gave the shield that Cap gave to Sam to some guy that nobody ever heard of. Johnny Walker.
Mm-hmm. And I like the build-up, too.
Oh, yeah. The build-up was great because it was just like going and going and going. And it was just kind of like, okay, so who is this guy? And then he comes out and then gives a wink.
Exactly. And you see the suit. You see how slightly different it is. And when they show the front part of his body, when they show like who he really looks like, you see the little references to the U.S. agent suit.
Yeah, you definitely do, which I liked on that, but I thought it was a little too soon for them to do that. Although it I feel like it's too soon, but it also seems appropriate, because he's not Captain America, so he can't have the exact same suit. But I feel like it's also too early for the U.S. agent role to be fulfilled and to have that kind of symbolizing what he's going to become.
Right. So, my thing with that is the fact that with the U.S. agent suit, I think the suit looks fine. As for him being introduced, I wouldn't say it's too early, because I would say you're just putting your pieces on the table right now, because we may not see him do anything big until maybe episode 3, possibly, or maybe next episode. We're just establishing who our players are, and we're just taking it from there. So I don't know. Like, keep in mind too, they have 6 episodes.
Yeah. This was only episode 1.
This is only episode 1. So.
And it was about what, an hour?
45 minutes, maybe 40 because of credits.
Yeah.
And the thing about that is the fact that they may have to play fast and loose with a few things.
True.
So, but that's just me. But I remember listening to somebody, and they were like, "Yeah, his jawline does not fit the mask like Chris Evans does."
No, it doesn't. He kind of looks like some random antagonist boxer character from like the 30s.
Like one of the Rocky movies.
Yeah. Looks like his name could have been Sluggo or something like that.
Like Slugger America or something.
Yeah.
But I think they did that on purpose, because they want you to know that, like, okay, this is Walmart Captain America.
Yeah. Walmart Captain America.
Yes, this is Walmart Captain America. You get it from, no, better yet, Dollar Tree Captain America.
Oh, it's the Shasta Captain America.
He's not really named Captain America. His
No.
name is U.S. Agent.
Right?
Damn,
he becomes the unknown soldier.
Now that I think about it, that is like a little fake name you would find in like the toy store of Dollar Tree.
It really is. I'm looking for Captain Americas. You all got any of those Captain Americas? No, but we have the U.S. agents.
And see, that's the trap for your grandma, because you'll say, "Hey, grandma, I want a Captain America toy." She goes to the dollar store, talks to the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, we don't have any Captain America toys, but we have this one that's very similar, U.S. Agent." Then grandma buys anyways. On Christmas Day, you open up your present, waiting for Captain America, but no, it's Jack Daniels.
Ooh, I am so glad my grandmother paid attention to me, because she was like, "That is not the name that my grandson told me. That is not what I'm getting."
Hey, your grandma's great then.
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah, no, my grandma did the same. So thankfully, we both have grandmas who are awesome.
Exactly, very awesome women.
Indeed, indubitably.
But yeah, like that. I mean, overall, I think the entire episode was just, hey, we're just here to set up pieces on this board. We're gonna set up a story for you. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
You can see that this is going to be a regular-ish type of show. It's not going to be like WandaVision, which was very experimental.
Yeah. It's straightforward. Yeah. It's a very straightforward show. So I'm not too excited about it, but at the same time, I am very excited about it because it's new Marvel content that we're getting. Exactly. And I'm very excited for it. And I can see why this one was going to be first, because this is more straightforward. It's a more straightforward superhero flick. And WandaVision had the mystery, the questions, things of that nature going on. So I see why they would have put this one first. But of course, due to COVID, they weren't able to do that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I definitely do see this as being the introductory to the entire Phase 4, which it introduced itself as an introductory.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't thrown into anything random except for that first fight scene, which, okay, you're thrown into a mission.
Yeah.
There are many movies who just throw you into a mission that doesn't matter in the long run, which this could entirely matter in the long run.
Yeah,
I really think it is. It does matter.
Yeah, and this is the kind of, this is the kind of, like, genre, not genre, this is the kind of show to do that in, because they're secret agents. You know, they're from Cap to Bucky to Sam, they're all secret agents. This is what you do.
And we are supposed to be getting another character in this, too, right? Agent 30? Or whatever her number is?
Oh, Agent 13? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Yeah. So, hey, we get to see Sharon Carter again. Hopefully it is Sharon Carter.
Yeah, we can see Sharon, yeah. Because, Sharon, she was in Winter Soldier. And it makes sense. And we haven't seen Sharon in a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that hopefully she wasn't blipped and she was just doing a bunch of training during that time.
I hope so as well, but you never know.
Yeah.
Like, it seems
and even if she was blipped, she'll just come back and she was the exact that she was 5 years ago.
Yeah. And I'm hoping, like, she just has a lot of badass scenes because she is a great character. And I'm really hoping, like, they just have her on as like a third member.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too. I'm hoping that she gets introduced in the second episode too.
And I really hope they don't do her like they did Mockingbird in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, I did not watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I had a feeling that it was not going to be canon eventually. Well, and it just wasn't.
To be honest with you, that's the whole issue with like the Netflix shows and the Agents of Shield. Is that at first they were trying, then you got the feeling that they stopped trying, and if you look at external sources, you found out that they didn't really like each other. You had to read in between lines for that.
I mean, when they said the green guy instead of saying the Hulk, I was like, oh, they don't own the rights to say the Hulk in this show. That means it's not actually Marvel.
Yeah.
This doesn't exist.
Yeah, because they reference like the event. They reference Avengers consistently. And eventually they started saying the names of the characters, like in Luke Cage.
I think they did in Luke Cage they did.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they ever really said them like in the beginning. It was always just allusions.
The big green guy, the flag waver, yeah. So
the billionaire dude. Stuff like that.
Yeah, so it wasn't really But
yeah,
what I was talking about is that in Agents of Shield, you had this badass character named Mockingbird. Obviously, she's from comics, and her fight scenes were one of the best because that girl could fight. Like, look up some Mockingbird fight scenes. They did a great job with her choreography. And it was going to be her and this other guy, I forget his name, who actually turned into one of my favorite characters. I forget his name. And those two were going to have their own TV show. They even called the episode that was dedicated to them, they even called that episode a backdoor pilot.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was a really good episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But it never went anywhere with it. If anything, they wrote her and the other guy off the show. And they never came back, at least as far as I know. Because I stopped around after the Ghost Rider arc, that's where I stopped watching. Not saying that it was bad, because it was actually getting really good. But I just dropped off. And I need to hop back on.
Yeah, I don't think that Ghost Rider is a good character to have in a movie, per se. But in a TV series, awesome. I think Ghost Rider fits perfectly in a TV series.
Oh yeah, and he was good. Like the guy who was playing Ghost Rider, I forget his name. He was a really good Ghost Rider. And I was bummed out when they announced his show and they canceled it. Because he was going to go back to playing Ghost Rider.
Oh, was it Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider?
No, it was still going to be... Let me look up the name. Hold on. Ghost Rider.
Yeah. I'm really hoping it was still... excuse me. Johnny Blaze. And that's only because it'd just be the original.
Well, it was Robbie Reyes.
Oh, okay. He was the next one in line.
Yeah, so it was, I mean, he's the most recent one, too. And I think he looks a bit more cooler, and his storyline's a bit more unique.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he looks so cool. But he looked like Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider. If anything, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. actually had Johnny Blaze in a flashback, and he gave him the power of the Ghost Rider.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that happened in the comics, but...
Oh, it did.
Cool.
So, in the comics, it's something completely different. I want to say he's possessed by the spirit of his dead uncle, who studied a lot of witchcraft and magic, and Lord knows what else. And
does this have to do with Santeria?
I don't know. Because I don't think they really fleshed it out in the comics that much either. At least to my knowledge. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, it's he was dealing with a lot of magic, died, possessed Robbie, if I'm saying this correctly, and he became like a Ghost Rider-esque character. Like, I'm talking, you actually look up a picture of Robbie, and hell, I'll put it up in the chat.
No, I've seen a picture of Robbie. I know what he looks like. Yeah, he looks kind of like Ghost Rider, but not really.
Yeah, like his skull, it looks more like a helmet, but it has like fire shooting out in certain parts of the helmet.
Yeah.
But it looks cool. It looks badass.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. Not diminishing anything from it. But I want to say that it's kind of like when you look at Batman and he's wearing a different suit from the very last issue that you read him in.
Exactly.
That's it.
Right.
It's just a little bit off, but you still get that same feeling.
Exactly. So, and It's I mean, he's pretty cool. Like, I would not mind seeing Robbie again, and them just having referencing the other Ghost Riders. And you know, the cool thing about him is the fact that he has the Charger. So.
Oh yeah, he's not riding a bike.
Yeah, and it's badass too. So it's like, hey,
U.S. muscle car, right?
Exactly, and this character's going super underutilized, unfortunately. So.
I mean, there are a lot of characters in Marvel that are going underutilized.
Yeah, and they're just so badass. But,
mm-hmm.
Anywho, is there anything else from this episode that you want to talk about?
I believe that's it. I mean, pretty much, like I said, it was just an introduction. Mm-hmm. I just can't wait to see what's coming up next, because this does not really give a good idea of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It just brings up a lot of questions.
Exactly. It brings up a lot of questions. And again, like an action movie, we got to set up, see where our characters are. And I guarantee you, give it at least one more episode for at least a little bit more setup. Then we're going to have nothing but action. And we're going to really see what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I agree with that.
Awesome. But hey, everybody, just want to thank you all guys for tuning in. Thanks for listening this long. Please check out the Night-Shift Bandits on pretty much anywhere where we get your podcast. We're on everything at this point. Definitely follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like the video. I'll definitely put the links to our social media in the description, as well as our link tree, so you can access the podcast. Also, if you like romantic stuff, if you like talks about the culture, we just recorded a great session over on my other podcast, Perspective Discussions. The Night-Shift Bandits do appear on there. We do have like some cameos and some crossovers over there.
I definitely have a few.
Yeah, you have a few. Bri has a few. Theo and Joy have been on there as well. So definitely check that out. And yeah, hit up Perspective Discussions on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And we're working on that YouTube channel, so that's going to be coming out very soon. So check us out. Awesome. So with that being said, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
Catch you later. Watch the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yep, watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Get it.